From here, I want to go inside the shipping container because this is how we're able to expand across 3 different locations. I called it C-Can and a van. Let's hop inside. So this is the inside of the shipping container. And as you can tell, we actually had power lights, LED lights, and a whole bunch of inventory could be stored here. Now, there's a couple things to note that really were quite helpful when we were building this all out. So first off, we have hooks that can adjoin the plywood to the wall. And once you have plywood on the wall, then you can mount hooks, you can mount shelves, you can do bulletin boards, you can do whatever you need with that customization. So that's one thing that I highly recommend. If you have power, that's great. If not, this is actually a solar light. So the solar panel's on the roof and you can just fish in the wire through a vent, and that'll kind of get you up and running, or it can serve as backup power. So I really liked using shipping containers as a means to operating and expanding my home service business. They're really robust. They keep everything out of the elements, everything very secure, and they're not even that expensive. Usually you pay anywhere between $2,000 and $4,000. I do have a couple points if you're thinking seriously about implementing shipping containers inside of your own company. So number one, they come in usually 2 different lengths. So there's a 20-footer and a 40-footer. The 20-footer was great because you didn't need a huge flat deck semi-trailer in order to move it. It could basically just be rolled off. And there's 2 different heights. So the standard height is 8'6". That's usually sufficient. If you're framing them in or wanting to make more of like an office space out of them, I definitely go with the High Cube, which come in at 9'6". But all in all, the biggest thing is make sure that you get a new container, or as they like to refer to them as, a one-trip container, meaning it just came over one time over the sea from China. And that way, all of the paint won't be rusted. The doors are gonna open and close nice and easily. And all in all, they're a great investment and they definitely hold their value. So I like to share this all with you because I am all about operating and growing lean and mean companies. And I feel like this is kind of the epitome of that. I feel like there's kind of 2 ways where you can grow your operations. You can either sign on the dotted line of a commercial lease with a warehouse where thousands of dollars each and every month come out of your bank account in terms of fixed expenses, or you can do something like this that's a little bit more resourceful, and it can still function just fine and meet the end-all requirement. If you are looking to expand as well, it's a great way to overcome that chicken or the egg scenario where maybe there's a new location an hour or 2 down the road and you don't know whether or not you should hire somebody in that new location, but you don't have any jobs or clients or anything booked. Or do you do this awkward commute where you're just driving too far in order to expand? This is a great halfway midpoint to that equation, and it functioned really well for me as we expand to 3 locations, and we would do 2,500 jobs per year operating out of shipping containers. So if you're at the point where you're bursting at the seams or you're looking to grow, give this a thought. All the money that you save that otherwise might have gone to a commercial lease could go right down to your bottom line, or it could be used to fuel your growth plans. Whatever it is, it's an efficient way to do it. Guys, I've loved creating this content for the last few weeks, and I'm looking forward to doing more of it. Thank you so much for watching. I truly do appreciate it, and it's something that I've looked forward to actually creating and sharing and bringing as much value as I can. If you know somebody else that could benefit, could you please just forward this to them, and hopefully they can get on my email list as well. Thank you again for watching. I appreciate you, and we will see you next week.